What's up, y'all? YoAdrian here. Welcome to a brand new episode of Train Simulator 2021, and today we are taking a look at the brand new released Arizona Divide route made by Milepost Simulations. It is a ATSF route or Santa Fe route, set in circa 1993, from Winslow to Williams, Arizona. So we're doing a scenario called Welcome to the Divide eastbound using the SD40-2. Do not mind the check mark. I will get into that here once we get in the video. But welcome to the Arizona Divide. We start near the center of the route heading east with supplies for the shops in Winslow. Let us go ahead and hop in the scenario and let's go ahead and check it out. Alright, other driver leaves cab. You step in, sit down, SF5071, dispatch crew change complete, ready to head out over. Copy, watch for a westbound near Darling, then you should be able to get as far as Canyon Diablo before more westbound traffic will need to pass. Over. Copy that, 5071 out. Alright, so taking a look here, you guys will already hear that there are a lot of recycled sounds to go with the SD40. So we do have the recycled engine sounds, and here is a look at the Dash 8 that pretty much came with the Raton Pass as well. As you guys can see it kind of coming through over here. That did come with the Raton Pass, and we do currently have it here in game as well. So we do got the SD40-2s, we got the Dash 8s, and then we also have F45s, which we will see later on down the line. But as I was saying, we do have the recycled sounds for the engine sounds and the bell. But the horn is something different. The horn does sound a lot different, I will say that. Never have I heard a horn like that before on the locomotive. But we turn on our headlights. As you will notice, this is the pre-ditch light era, so there are no ditch lights on our locomotive. And we do have some rolling stock that does come with the Arizona Divide. You guys see we do have some intermodal double stack cars. We do have some box cars in a couple different liveries. We have spine cars and all of that fun stuff. And as you guys can also see, it is a recycled cab. So a lot of recycled stuff on this one, except one of the new things though is we actually have number board lights for the front that we can turn on, even though you can kind of barely see them, but we do have them. So let's go ahead and start up our train here right now before we can get on the move here. The brake does glitch at 17%. I know a lot of locomotives that has that issue too, where you can release the brake, but then it will get stuck at 17. Then you'll have to manually release it. But it looks like we do have a clear signal coming out of wherever we are at. Looks like Casnino. I believe I'm pronouncing that right, Casnino. So we do have a clear indication coming out of here. Very good. Very good indeed. We cannot open any windows, unfortunately. One of the drawbacks of this locomotive. I know a lot of the newer stuff we can, so I don't see why we can't on this. Doors don't open either on the rear or on the front either, so it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Alright, we're going to go and try to slow her down here a little bit. We are kind of speeding. Let's go and shut that bell off. But checking out the route, guys. This is pretty much half of the route is all going to be just kind of like desert areas, dirt, bushes, you know, greenery, trees, shrubs, bushes, all of that fun stuff. So a majority of the route is going to be nothing but that. And you guys will see that in our journey coming up here. And rocks. Lots of rocks as well, for sure. But I do hope you guys are having a great day today so far. A great Friday. I'm actually off today, so very nice. And kind of going back to what I was saying with the check mark, I actually ended up recording this episode before work on Thursday. And I don't know what went wrong. I went in after work and I went to go edit it for today. And for some unknown reason, Streamlabs OBS did not record the gameplay literally all it recorded was my, was the main menu for this game. Like, you had the sounds and everything, but it was just the main menu. And I'm like, why? It's like, just why? Like, why won't you, it showed that it was recording, you know, the game. So I don't understand why it just showed the main menu throughout the whole video. So here we are back in the scenario, recording it once again. And I do gotta say though, I have had a couple issues with my, you know, voice recording software, which is Reaper Kakos Audio. And I have had some issues with Streamlabs as well. So I'm not sure if I just have to kind of go in there and, you know, mess around with some settings or something like that. But I have been having some issues with all of that stuff. And yeah. One thing, if you guys are wondering, I know that there were some glitches at launch day for this, for the Santa Fe logos and stuff. If you guys are wondering, no, this is not a patch or anything. The logos actually came with the scenario, so I'm not using any patches or anything like that. I do know that True Rail Simulations does have a patch out for this route. If you guys do want the Santa Fe logos, if you're not part of like the North American group that did end up receiving them. I do know that there was a couple missing textures for parts of the logos and stuff, so I know True Rail came out with a patch for that. I believe Dovetail did too. Dispatch 5071, you will need to hold at the next signal near Darling West South track for the westbound 5966. Over. Alright. We will have to hold at our next track here, which is fine. 35 mile an hour through here. We were just under it, which was nice. So yeah, I also do know that there was an issue with the pricing, which is why it was taken off of Steam. As of this morning, it still wasn't on Steam, so I will have a link to the Dovetail store site, not the Steam store, because it's not alright. I tried clicking on it and it said it wasn't available at this time, so I don't know. As of maybe when this is uploaded, it will get put back on. I honestly have no clue. We'll just have to kind of wait and see a little bit and all that fun stuff. But apparently there was a pricing glitch with the route. So on Steam, it would show like you paid 10 cents for it, but it would charge you the full, you know, $39. And let me kind of tell you though, for as short as this route is, it's only 93 miles between from like start to end. $40 I feel like is just too much that they're charging, because their pricing is pretty much the same thing for everything. So every locomotive you get is going to be or every locomotive you get is going to be $19.99 no matter what, and every route you get is $39.99 no matter what. Now, to me, I kind of feel like it should be priced fairly, because oh yeah, we got that stop signal up here, so we're gonna go ahead and start stopping for that. But I feel like, you know, with this route, since it's only 93 miles, I don't think that it should be priced the same as, like, let's say the Marias Pass, since, you know, that is basically almost a 4-hour route, you know, end to end. I do feel like they should be, you know, priced separately. Like, the Marias Pass is $49, this is $49, Pacific Surfliner's $49, you know, every route that you get in this game that, you know, you don't get off the Steam Workshop or whatever is priced at $40 or $39.99. So it's like, it's not, I don't want to say it's fair, but I also feel like if you're going to, you know, have a route that's, you know, only 93 miles, or even like the racetrack route, you know, it's only like 40 miles on that route from Chicago to Aurora, and you're going to charge me like, you know, $40 when you're going to be charging me the same thing and I can get the Marias Pass route, and it's a lot longer in length for almost the same price. It's kind of ridiculous if you ask me. But that's just my, you know, personal opinion on it. So, yeah, agree with me if you do. If not, you know, we're all entitled to our own opinion on that. We are coming to a stop right here at a stop signal, denied. And there is that train we're going to overtake right there, and that is the FP45 that does come with the route here. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that here real quick. All right, we got a clear signal. We are ready to get back out on the road here, or on the rails here. Try to get that dynamic. There we go. Try to get that dynamic brake into release there. Release that brake. All right. And we kind of got to see the different. I believe pretty much all of the rolling stock was in that consist, except for the intermodal cars, which we've seen, and the spine cars, which we have on the rear here. So, yeah, little bit of a backstory of this route, and this is actually coming from Dovetail's website, but it is the Santa Fe Railway's crossing of the Arizona Divide. It is one of the most famous, challenging, and scenic rail routes across the American West. It extends from Winslow to Williams, Arizona. Like I said, 92 route miles in total. So they have recreated the whole 92 route miles, and we do have our Santa Fe SD40-2 set over here as well. On a, looks like a grain train they got going on over there. Very cool. Very, very cool. The route was constructed. Look at this bridge, though. This bridge is pretty neat. I don't know. It's just pretty neat. It's like a new-looking bridge. It's pretty neat. But it was constructed in the late 1880s, and the Arizona Divide route has been a key rail artery to link America's Midwest and the West with rail traffic. So that is a pretty cool route. I believe, if I read correctly today, it is part of the BNSF Seligman subdivision or Seligman route. Don't quote me on that. I think that's what I read. I don't specifically know. But, man, with the SD42s, it is pretty hard to see on this route because there is a lot of curves that do go on this route. So it is definitely hard to see if you're the engineer. Better on the conductor side. But we do got a long grain train over here, man. This is definitely a long train. We do have a 65 coming up over there as well. But this route is set in 1993, in the final years of the Santa Fe operations, before the Burlington Northern and Santa Fe Railways merged to form BNSF, or Burlington Northern Santa Fe. Basically, you do get 3 different locomotives to play in. You guys seen all 3 of them already. The Dash 8s, which you've seen in the Raton Pass route. We do have the EMD F45 and the SD40-2, which you guys do get in the yellow bonnet livery, or the blue. I believe actually it is the yellow bonnet livery. So, and then you get the Dash 8s in the war bonnet livery, which is pretty cool. And we do have like different Santa Fe SD40-2s out already. They were, put out back in the day, so it was pretty much when Railworks first started, for the most part. So we do have some Santa Fe stuff there, as well as the SD75 M&I pack that you can also purchase on the Steam on Steam, and you can get some different Santa Fe locos from there as well in the war bonnet scheme. So very cool. Very cool stuff. You get 11 types of period appropriate freight rolling stock as well. Like we said, spine cars, double stacks, box cars, flats, tank cars, and just a whole bunch of different stuff. So, so yeah, definitely we'll be checking out this route some more. Like I said, we've kind of been showcasing it off a little bit here. Basically, like I said in the beginning, just a lot of green, a lot of dirt, a lot of sand. Basically, you're just running through the desert for the most part. You're just basically running through the desert all day. And there is a lot of grades here, so you might do want to keep an eye on your dynamic brake and your throttle and all that to make sure you're not, speeding and all that. I mean, we're kind of speeding now, but it's okay. And we do have a clear signal, so we are good there. Like I said, man, it is hard to see out of that engineer window. It really is, and I don't see why it is so hard either. It's kind of weird if you ask me. But right now we're going down on a 1.2% grade. So definitely want to keep an eye on our dynamics here, keep an eye on our speed, make sure we don't actually speed so we don't end up causing a runaway train. But I got to get on this side, man. This side is easier to see. It's crazy, man. Definitely is crazy. But a little, if you guys have been wondering where I have actually been the last couple days, work has picked up. So last couple weeks I've been getting home about 8:30, 9 o'clock. But the last week it picked up completely, so I have not been getting home until like 9:30, 10 o'clock. So work has picked up a little bit. The routes are getting longer, unfortunately, but it is what it is. This means more hours for all of us, which is also a good thing. I did have a couple videos, already recorded and stuff, but I have not actually had the time to edit. So that's why I'm putting this video in front of all the other ones, because, this one kind of has some updates and stuff in it too. So, so yeah, I do got some plans for this weekend as well. We're going to go over to Kayla's grandma's house and stuff like that for Easter, and her mom and all that fun stuff. So, definitely have some stories from that once we get back from there, and, next week and all that when I do upload that video. So yeah. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying this video, do make sure you guys hit the like button, as well as that subscribe button if you guys have not hit it already. Just wanted to thank you guys so much for 5.4K subscribers, man. It is super cool to see that number keep growing and growing and growing. As we keep, making content and stuff. It's just super, super cool to see it keep growing. And I cannot thank you guys enough for that. You guys are truly awesome. And I would not be where I am today without you guys. So, big, big, big thank you to all you guys out there showing love and support to the channel through all the hard times we've had and all that fun stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I do greatly, greatly appreciate it, and I never take any of you guys for granted. I hope you guys know that. But yeah, guys, also make sure you guys follow the Twitter page that I have. Everything you need to know is linked down in the description down below. Make sure you guys also join the Discord server and all that fun stuff. Looks like we got another clear here. So we've got a locomotive out in the distance over there. Looks like it's just kind of floating. Guarantee you, just because it hasn't, the map hasn't loaded in yet. So I'm assuming that's all it is. Nothing too fancy. Nothing too special. Go ahead and kill our throttle here so that we don't speed anymore. Luckily, we're not in a career scenario, so I'm not too worried about speeding. But I also, don't want to be going too fast and all that fun stuff. We do have a very light train today, so I'm not worried about, having to be very easy on the brakes or all that fun stuff. But we do got a whistle post coming up here somewhere. Look at that engine just out there in the random siding. That's weird. There's that crossing right there. I'm not sure what that engine's doing over there. Wonder if it's like a yard engine or something like that. I don't know. We do got another one coming over here. Another westbound train coming at us here. And we're currently going down a 1.4% grade, so it is definitely a very hefty grade that we are going down. So it looks like we've got another mixed goods train, or a manifest train over here. Very cool. Very cool stuff indeed. So we got about 11 miles till we hit Canyon Diablo East-South track, which is where the scenario is actually going to end. So yeah. Another thing I was actually going to talk about is that there is a brand new route coming to Train Sim World 2 as well. And it is the Clinchfield route that I believe is already for this game, but they ended up making it into Train Sim World 2, which I think is going to be a super big hit because it does add 2 brand new locomotives to the game. So we have had the SD40-2 in that. Now we end up bringing the SD40 into play, and we do end up bringing the F7 locomotive into that. So it's going to be the Clinchfield Railroad Elkhorn to Dante route, and there is a stream on it on the Train Simulator's YouTube page if you guys do want to check that out. It is not sure, I believe it was a couple weeks ago when they made the stream, but that stream is out and available. Another major exciting news is one of Amtrak's brand new ALC-42 locomotives is out of the paint shop with its brand new paint. I believe it's the Phase 6 paint that they have going for them right there. It's that red, blue with the arrow. It actually looks pretty spiffy. I do have to say that myself. I still am not really a fan of the new Charger look, but they do look pretty spiffy. I will say that. They definitely do look pretty spiffy. But yeah, man, I'm still waiting on those new Heritage P42s, man. I can't wait to see those things, you know, once they release from Beech Grove, and, you know, everyone's going to be start taking pictures of them and all that stuff. I'm going to be super excited when I first see one of those, when I see one of those hit the rails there, and, you know, super excited to see that. And if you guys do not, or if you guys follow Railstream, which is basically a, it's like virtual rail fanning. So you just basically, they have cameras out at like different, like, you know, rail fan hotspots and hotspots where there's a lot of trains and stuff. There is a new camera that I believe is at 63rd Street in Chicago across the CN Chicago subdivision. So you do have like Canadian National action there. You got Metra, you got South Shore, and Amtrak action as well. So that is a super cool thing. It is a free camera, so you don't have to have a subscription to Railstream, which I am super happy about because, you know, I'm native to that route. I've been up and down that route, you know, for the last, like, majority of my life, actually. Like, I want to say 15, 16 years of my life. So that is definitely cool to see that I'll be able to see, you know, Amtrak and Metra, Electric and all that, you know, on Railcam and all that. So that's really cool. That is new. That honestly just came out yesterday. And, you know, I thought it was going to be an April Fool's thing, but it turns out it was not. So I'm very excited about that. Another thing I saw that I feel like is an April Fool's thing, there was a California Highway Patrol page that posted that they're going to be bringing Crown Vics back in 2023. And it's an electric Crown Victoria, so it's going to be an eCVPI. Now, I feel like that is definitely a April Fool's joke. I hope it. I mean, I hope it is, but I hope it isn't, because I do want to see a rebirth of the Crown Victoria. That would be, you know, an amazing thing, since that's one of my all-time favorite cars. So, you know, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that it's true. Hopefully not an electric version. I'd rather have, you know, just a regular gas version, but, you know, hey, if they're going to come out with an electric version, you know, might as well, you know, bring back the Crown Victoria. One of the best cars, or one of the best police cruisers of all time, you know, so might as well bring it back. That would be, you know, freaking cool. So we got about 6.5 miles, or a little less than 6.5 miles till our destination here. And, says we're going to get there by 8:32. We're going to try to beat that time, actually. I'm going to try to beat that time. Because I remember when I recorded this the first time, I ended up stopping a little too soon, I ended up stopping at Canyon Diablo West instead of the Canyon Diablo East. So I'm definitely not going to make that mistake this time. But yeah, this is pretty much the route, guys. You guys have seen little glimpses of it in the windows and stuff. And that's all it is pretty much just like bushes, trees, sand, you know, dirt, gravel, all that fun stuff. Really not too many whistle posts either. Or like crossings and stuff because, you know, probably not that many, you know, houses and roads and stuff out here in the middle of the desert. We do got the, speaking of a road, we just had that like dead end road just kind of end over there. Not sure what the road is for because it looks like it just kind of, you know, just winds across these curves here. Oh, I see it. It stretches out. There's a, oh, there's a bridge over here. Okay. I see. It's just kind of oddly placed dirt road, man. Definitely an oddly placed dirt road. But yeah, guys, if you guys did enjoy this video, like I said, do make sure you hit the like button, as well as that subscribe button with the bell icon. If you guys want actual, you know, notifications of when I do upload a video and stuff, do make sure you join the Discord server. And just so you guys know, I am still doing requests here for Train Sim, so I still have a couple requests to do and all that fun stuff. So I'm just letting you guys know I have not forgotten about you. I'm just slowly doing them while mixing in some other stuff, so it's not, you know, just I'll request this, request that, and all that fun stuff. So I'm trying to add like variety to it. So like we'll do freight, or like we'll do, you know, I'm not trying to do the same rail company over and over again. So now we have Santa Fe. Next time we'll do something else, and then we'll do something else, and then we'll go back to Santa Fe. Maybe it depends. But this is a portion of the route. Do let me know what you guys think about it in the comments section down below. Like I said, if you guys are having issues with the logos and stuff, True Rail Simulations has put out a patch for that. So hopefully that'll help you guys out and everything like that. But one thing I have noticed is that the people are kind of getting pissed off about is the fact that, you know, if you're like don't live in North America, you don't get the logos. And a lot of people don't understand that that is a licensing thing with BNSF. In order for Dovetail to use the BNSF logo, the Santa Fe logo, and the Burlington Northern logo, there is a contract that Dovetail signs with BNSF. And BNSF is probably one of the more lenient companies because, you know, they're all over the place. They have them in this game. They had a, you know, Microsoft Train Simulator. They had a freaking locomotive dedicated to Microsoft Train Simulator. So BNSF is probably one of the more lenient ones on, you know, licensing and stuff. But part of the contract is they only want the US and Canada to have the logos, whereas the rest of the world will have to have a brandless locomotive. But knowing True Rail Simulations, there are a lot of other modders out there. They will make logos for it, so you guys will be set. You guys just don't get logos in the actual download from Dovetail. And that is like a contract, so technically if, you know, Dovetail ends up putting out logos to, you know, like let's say you live in the United Kingdom or like China or something, and you end up getting a copy of this game with logos from Dovetail, Dovetail might actually get in trouble, and next thing you know, they cannot use the BNSF logo anymore. So we do have a clear. Yep, we do have a clear. Coming into Canyon Diablo West here. Man, that sounded really cool. Don't you guys think that sounded super cool? West Canyon Diablo. I really do like that they have those signs up there. I really do like that. Where it kind of tells you where you're at and stuff. I really do like that. And we do got a whistle post coming up here. We do got a mile till our stop up there, so we're going to start getting on the brakes here soon. Got a whistle, or I got a crossing up here to protect as well. Alright, that crossing has been protected. And let us go ahead and get on the brakes here. And as you guys can see, the brake is glitching from apply to hold lapped. Just staying at the percentage it does glitch out a little bit. So there are some bugs still with the locomotives and the stuff and all that. So it is expected since it just came out. Hopefully they will be fixed in a future update. Like I said, hoping to see it back on Steam as well. Unless if it is already not back on Steam, I don't know. I have not seen it on Steam, so I'm just hoping it is. But we are coming up on that right now, so let's go ahead and get on our brakes here. Dynamic 2. We don't want to run the signal here. I know this is probably way too much braking power, but it is what it is, man. Knock that out into neutral. Turn the headlight off. And we are going to be good to stop right here. Turn off that bell. And there we go. All stopped. Alright, welcome to the Arizona Divide. Up next, welcome to the Divide westbound. Scenario complete. Alright guys, well that's going to go ahead and do it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on the routes in the comment section, or let me know your thoughts on the route in the comment section down below. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.